Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I went ahead and picked up another custom Gogeta head sculpt from eBay. This is what the head sculpt comes looking like out of the package. They just send it in like a regular box. The other side of the box has like my information, so I'm not going to show that, but this is what the box looks like. And then this is what the packaging looks like. So it comes wrapped in bubble wrap plastic. And then they send it off in a Ziploc bag with another Ziploc bag inside. So I did post a previous review on the Super Saiyan head sculpt, which makes a like a Gogeta Fusion Reborn version. And then for this one is just a updated custom Ssgss Gogeta. So this is what the head sculpt looks like up close. Again, the customizer from eBay did a really good job. Obviously it doesn't look anything like the Gogeta from Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie, because he looked like, I don't know, he didn't look like this. This looks more so like the like Dragon Ball Z style and Fusion Reborn, but the details look really good in this sculpt nonetheless. So that's an up close look at that. That's what the peg looks like. I do have the figure here to show what it would look like on the figure, but before I do that, we'll just look at the contents of what comes in your order. So he has a face looking straight forward, and he has a face looking off to the side. And again, if you look up really close to the details, it captures the likeness more so to what we're used to or accustomed to, or at least for myself. I'll speak for it personally then. So I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and things like that came new to me. But although the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was super dope, the art style just changed a lot. So here is the figure itself. This is the SH Figuarts version of Gogeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And here's the difference between the head sculpt. So the blue is not as shiny as SH Figuarts, but the details look a whole lot better, in my opinion. It's all preference at the end of the day. Everybody's different, but I actually prefer Gogeta's hair to look like this, and it's actually an upgrade if you think about it. So let's go ahead and put the straight looking face. Again, with this sculpt, when you pull it apart, the face is no longer connected to the bang. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second, or for those that are already familiar. So this is what the pegs look like on the inside. This is how you swap it out. Again, there's an M inside, so that's most likely whoever the customizer is. A lot of the customizers put their logos on the inside of the sculpts that they make. So you'll swap out the head sculpt just like this, and then put the bang over it like that. And now you have his face looking straight forward. So again, here's the difference between these faces. SH Figuarts, their version, I guess you can say it captures the likeness pretty well if you're comparing it to the actual movie that came out. Like, it looked kind of like, you know, the animation style is a lot different. So, but again, it's all preference, and I more so prefer the updated version is what I'm going to call it. So we'll see what this figure looks like, or what the sculpt looks like on the figure in a second. But the pegs are the same, and what I meant by the face is no longer attached to the bang is because when you get the SH Figuarts version, both this and the Gotenks came, or some of the Vegetos also, but some of the figures come with the face attached to the head sculpt. And the thing is, like, when you have that and you put the head sculpt on there, when you're doing your articulation, the face kind of falls off. See how it kind of comes detached and things like that. So now when you put this head sculpt on, and the material, real quick before I put it on, it's like a softer plastic or like a rubber. It kind of feels like what this sash, if you call this a sash, feels like. It's soft like that. So when you're plugging it in, like so, it goes in like super easy. You don't even have to warm it up. So here's what the difference looks like when you finally get your head sculpt. Again, this is from eBay. I'll post a link in the description if anybody's interested. These head sculpts go for about $69. I know that's kind of steep, but again, it's an expensive hobby, but we all enjoy doing it. So here's the difference between the two. And he's looking down that far. The face doesn't come detached. You get the side tilt action, and it just looks pretty good. So again, there's the difference. I think that looks super sick. If you get up close, just look at the difference in the details, man. So again, the customizers just come and then make the SH Figuarts versions just look outdated. But again, for this figure in particular, it might be all preference, especially with the Gogeta blue version, just because the animation was different. But like I said, after I stand him to the side, I did also get the Super Saiyan version, which again, I'll put the link in the description, but this more so fits the Gogeta Fusion Reborn. And this is just, you know, basically the same figure. I just painted over it with orange just to capture this look of Gogeta. This is why I originally got this sculpt, was to complete this custom. So here's a side-by-side comparison. Now that you can have two updated versions of Gogeta, which we've all been waiting for. So put him to the side. We'll get a quick head swap before I close out and put him in a little pose. There's a, keep dropping it, but there's a few statues out there of Gogeta Blue, or all of them actually, where he's kind of standing like this. Maybe not the exact pose, but he is standing like this. And he's kind of looking off to the side, kind of like that. But again, I think it's super dope just to have an updated version of the Gogeta. So again, I'll leave the link in the description. If you feel like this video was helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to keep a lookout for my next videos to come, go ahead and subscribe. I'll most likely make some shorts of this figure now in different poses just to capture some more looks at what the sculpt looks like. So thank you again for watching.